What's up, Cancer? It's your girl, Sid from Savvy Sentient, and welcome to your daily reading. This is for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Disclaimer before we get into the video. This is not, and I repeat, not a love and light channel. If you are looking for sunshine and rainbows, butterflies, and gumdrops, this is not the place. If you are looking for a reader who's going to lie to you, it's not me. I'm not your girl. But if you are looking for the truth, serve straight up, just like the libations we pour for our ancestors, then this is the place, and I am your girl. Welcome to Savvy Sentient. All right, Cancer, if you are still here at this point, welcome. You are a real one, okay? Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. You made it past the disclaimer. If you are not new here, welcome back. It is because of you that this channel continues to grow, so thank you for your support. Cancer, I did not forget about y'all. Hectic week. A lot is happening right now. So I am going to give you all a few extra days on the daily readings. Okay. If you all would like personal readings, you can book at SavvySentient.com. As usual, all the cards I'm using today will be in the description box along with my website and my channel membership, Patreon, and Spiritual Safe Place group information. While I was getting ready to do this reading for you guys, a spirit came through and told me to speak to you all, let you know that I am your guardian and you are my guardian. And it gave me this energy of like my brother's keeper, of needing to take care of each other. Also, we're going to be using the Starseed Oracle deck today. There is a card in here that is about guardianship, if I'm not mistaken. But this is the deck that I felt compelled to lead with today, so this is what we're going to do. If you all are not familiar with starseeds, I have done a few videos about them, so you may want to look into them. However, I do feel like this may be a message for those of you who identify as a starseed, or who have been awakened or have come into the realization of your previous existences. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into this. Excuse my nails, like I said, hectic week. We're going to make them cute in the next couple days. Okay, so what is the overall energy here, Spirit? What would you like me to focus on today? Look. The first card that comes out says Earth, learning how to be human in the world but not of it. Earth. And lifting the veil, questioning everything. Anything unaligned must go. So I'll just read a short passage from each one of these cards. And the first one is Earth. Okay, so it says, the challenge for all souls having a human experience is to be in the world but not of it, to realize they are souls having a human experience and to be fully conscious of it, to have their soul fully embody their body. People's personalities tend to relate to either transcendence or immanence. Those who lean towards transcendence have a longing for the heavens and the metaphysical. They yearn for a personal experience with God and to be lost in the heavens. They're envious of the angels and more comfortable praying and hanging out in the stars than on earth. Those who tend towards immanence have attached themselves more to earth than their body. They spend more time thinking about things in the physical world rather than connecting to the heavens or their own mystical inner worlds. Being a fully embodied soul, having a human experience means finding the balance between transcendence and immanence, being in the world but not of it. Most starseeds are drawn towards transcendence. They're more comfortable with the angels and the heavens. Life on earth can be more difficult for them. If this is you, you're being reminded that you chose to be a soul in a body on earth, and you're being called to focus more of your energies in the physical world. Learn how to be human, a soul in a human body, fully present to what life on earth has to offer you. Soul, starseed soul inquiry. Do you tend to long for the stars or be more in the physical? How can you find a greater balance between the two? Okay, so this feels like it's going to be a message for both groups, just because this next message is about lifting the veil, okay? Questioning everything, and anything unaligned must go. So some of you all are part of the group that feels more down to earth and more logical and more like things have to be tangible and make sense, whereas others of you all feel like earth is so ghetto and you want to leave. Okay, you want to be up in the skies. Okay, you want to be you know, having soul experiences with other souls, leaning more into the spiritual. Unfortunately, because we are here on this earth, there has to be a balance, because we have to know how to navigate the human realm just as much as the spiritual. So no matter which group you're in, balance is going to be required. Okay, so the next message we have is lifting the veil. And it says, questioning everything and anything unaligned must go. Things aren't always as they seem. This era is one of uncovering mistruths so we can remember ancient truths. Everything is in a state of recall and realignment. Anything that isn't in harmony with the planet will not survive. This is exactly what's happening here on the earth today. Our vibrations are being raised. And a lot of you who know. All you have to do is pay attention. A lot of you all are having awakenings because of your good nature. And because Spirit doesn't want to leave you behind. Okay? So we are all, those of us who tend to be higher vibrational, we are all transcending into the 5D, while people who tend to be low vibrational are being left behind. So anything not in harmony with what source, what the higher realms are trying to accomplish here on earth are going to perish. Okay? This goes for society and the world at large, as well as in our own lives. If you pull this card, you're being called to energetically scan your life for things that may no longer be a vibrational match for you and how you've grown. To dismantle the systems and ways of being that once served you and others, but no longer do. Some star seeds are here to lift the veil between the seen and unseen worlds, to shine a light on things that are inauthentic or unaligned with the survival and well-being of Earth, to stand for and protect those who don't have a voice, to look deeper and question everything that previous generations did not. Some starseeds cannot tolerate things that aren't congruent. They are here to bring society and humanity back into harmony with the planet and the Creator at large. If we tolerate things in our life that aren't aligned and congruent with it, we add to the misalignment of the planet. You're being called to trust yourself. Notice what's out of alignment and then take baby steps required to bring it back into harmony. This is no easy feat, but it's so worthwhile, both individually and for the planet. Starseed Soul Inquiry. What isn't congruent in your life? How are you being called to bring it back into harmony? Sorry. How are you being called to bring it back into harmony? So, the channel message was, I am your guardian, you are my guardian. Essentially being your brother's keeper. Okay? Anything that is not in alignment with this planet, with this time that we're shifting into, with this new earth that is being created, it's going to fall away. And it is up to you to be a voice to those who are willing to listen, but also to make sure that energetically you stay aligned with the higher energies, okay? With the transitioning of the planet right now. For some of you all listening to this, you may be like, what the fuck? This sounds really far-fetched. I don't know what type of time Sid is on, but just trust me, okay? Just trust me. Do your research. Look into star seeds. Look into the 5D. Look into the 5D transition. All of this shit is real. And it's very imperative that if you are awakening Cancer, if you are coming into your gifts, that you face them bravely, that you embrace them bravely. I've been feeling since I started doing you all's readings that you all specifically are very important to what is happening energetically with the planet right now. And that is because ever since I started doing your readings, the majority of you all's messages have been spiritual messages. The other signs that I've done for their season, they have been very tangible, relationship, that kind of thing. But for you all, I believe that you Cancers are a very integral part of the shift that is happening, being water energy, being extremely empathic beings, being extremely loving beings. I feel like you all are very important in this, and in time, over time, you'll start to understand why. You'll start to get it. Okay? Spirit, tell me what's happening here with Cancer. What messages do you have for them? Page of Cups. The Page of Cups energy is an intuitive message. Messages through your dreams. You all have been frequently getting messages from the Self-Care Oracle to Dream Journal, Dream Journal, Dream Journal. A lot of you all are being reached out to by the divine, okay? They need you to really pay attention to your dreams. We're getting messages that way about the work that you need to be doing. 8 of Pentacles, or the work that you will be doing. Oh my God, okay. 8 of Pentacles is a card of apprenticeship. They are teaching you in your dreams. You have guides coming to you in your dreams. You're in school. You're in class is what I'm getting. Yeah. You're going to be enlightened in your dreams about how to bring stability to the world, whether that is on a major scale, the whole world, or whether that is just in your community, within your family, okay? There are going to be certain people who you cannot reach, and not because they're physically outside of your reach, but because they are choosing willful ignorance. They don't want to hear the truth that you are experiencing. My breathing just got extremely heavy, like kind of labored. Spirit, what do you want to say? What does this have to do with death? This doesn't feel like the traditional meaning of death. This feels like real death. What is this about? Not that you're going to die, Cancer, but it has something to do with death. So there's someone who has died that you have not let yourself grieve. You're still unhealed, and Spirit needs you to allow yourself to grieve it. Stop pushing it off. Stop suppressing it. Because you need to open your heart chakra. A huge part of your mission, Cancer, involves your heart chakra, the love that you can give, the empathy that you have. But there's a blockage within your heart chakra because you refuse to grieve for certain people. For some of you, there's anger behind a death. So it's not that you're refusing to grieve for them. It's like you feel like they don't deserve your sympathy. But this is not about whether or not they deserve your sympathy, Cancer. This is about you purging your emotional system. Right now, you're backing it up. And your gifts are directly connected to your heart chakra. So if you block your emotion, you block your gift. And Spirit needs you to clear that out ASAP, because you have work to do. And vengeance cannot be the reason why. Anger cannot be the reason why you don't develop your gifts. They're not having that shit. So they're basically saying, cry it out, yell it out, scream it out, whatever the fuck you got to do to get it out, because we need you to be working your gifts. We need you to be working your magic. We need you right now, Cancer. This is what Spirit is saying. Love. The Fool to the world, beginning to end. Wow. You are the beginning and the end. You need to embrace the God in you, Cancer. The Alpha, the Omega. That's how we learn in church, right? About God. But in spirituality, it's understood that God is within you. Also, you all, once you tap into your gifts, this is going to accelerate. Like the way that you grow in your gifts is going to be so quick because we don't have time. Spirit has to push you along, has to teach you very quickly because we don't have time for you to develop your gifts slowly over the course of your life, as many people have had the opportunity to do. So as soon as you tap into your gifts, it's going to be back to back to back downloads, back to back to back initiations and upgrades, ascensions. The transformation is going to be quick because it has to be. Because you need to be ready, Cancer. Because Spirit needs you now. Spirit needs you yesterday. Okay. Tell me more. Be bold, be brave. Don't fear this. Move into it heroically. Because in a sense, you are going to be a very heroic part of the story. Come out of doubt, Black, fear that you could do this, that you have these gifts. Some of you all need to come out of indoctrination, because literally the only thing holding you back is needing to unlearn what you have learned through religion. Being okay with having power and using it and embracing it, and having gifts and using it and embracing it. Some of you all have to learn to be okay with not seeking for God outside of yourself. Yes, we are all connected by a source. There is an energy, a power greater than us. But we are ourselves gods. We have power within ourselves. You have to come out of that fear. Tell me more. And get ready to embark on this new journey. Tell me more about this Ace of Wands. This door is opening. With the Ace of Wands, the door is opening. Spirit is giving you this opportunity now to take control, to take, this gift that you have and to use it. But do not linger. Do not hesitate to take it, because the opportunity may pass you by, is what I'm getting. So don't hesitate. 3 more cards, please. Look, oh my God. If y'all have not watched my Divine Feminine message yet, I advise you to. Cancer, y'all are going to be such a huge part of what is about to happen. So what is happening in the universe spiritually? The Divine Feminine for a very long time has been suppressed, degraded, made second class. And the Divine Feminine energies, the divine mothers in the spiritual realm, Azraeli Danto, Lilith, Mother Mary, like all of the primordial Divine Feminine energies, they're very upset right now. And the cards that just came out for you are Justice, which is balance, cause and effect, Emperor, which is the divine masculine energy, and the Empress in the reverse, the Divine Feminine in the reverse. They're tired of being disrespected, of being lied on in historical documents, i.e. the Bible. If you don't know Lilith's true origin story, you probably should look into it. But they're tired of patriarchal systems diminishing feminine energy and feminine power. And your mission, your goal, as you tap into your gifts, Cancer, is going to be assisting with bringing balance back into the world. Even now with the whole abortion rights, and having our bodies governed by motherfuckers without uteri. Okay. Um, they're not having it. They're not happy with that. The degradation of women, um, publicly, case in point, Kevin Samuels, not here to debate about it. If you know, you know. He pissed off the divine feminine. Okay. They're tired. All of them. They're fucking tired. And a huge part of your purpose, whether you are male or female, is to help bring balance back into the world. What is happening with women, with the feminine energy as a whole, because men can embody it as well, is a huge issue. And the divine feminine is very unhappy. So your soul mission is going to have something to do with assisting and bringing balance back into this world under divine feminine rule. Okay? So, hope that don't sound too crazy. Hope it's not too much for you. If this don't resonate for you, then it's not for you. But y'all have a very huge mission, Cancer. And I hope that you are not fearful, and I hope that you accept it with grace and fearlessness. Okay? So I'm going to pull Moonology and self-care for you. I'm not going to do rebel messages. It just doesn't feel right. The end of a tough cycle approaches, full moon in Capricorn. That's a tough cycle being this paternal age that we're living in. Okay? All of this bullshit is coming to an end. All right? And you're going to be a pivotal part of that. It's time to show the world the real you. Full moon in Aquarius. It's time for you to live in your authenticity. A big part of who you are is the gifts that you contain. They are an extension of you. And it is time for you to walk in them, to accept them, and to move with them as an extension of you. Okay? It's not a time for fear. It's not a time to be afraid of the things that you are capable of. And as you grow on your spiritual journey, you're going to realize that a lot of the things that you are capable of do not make logical sense. They do not make logical sense. Some of the things that you're going to be capable of are going to be things that you were taught were evil or negative. Trust your intuition, not your fear, not your upbringing, but in the core of you. When you realize that you can motherfucking talk to trees telepathically, ask yourself if it feels right intuitively. Okay? Do not lead with fear. Do not lead with fear. And what's the final card here? Prosperity lies ahead. New moon in Taurus. I haven't really shared any of my prophetic messages with you all. But I will share this thing with you now. Prosperity, it's not going to be monetary. It's not. It's going to be an abundance of happiness, of unity, of peace. Okay? That's what the future looks like. Under the divine feminine rule, there will be an abundance of fruits, vegetables, water, natural resources. And this is why lower vibrational energies have to be purged from this earth. They will be removed. We will be ascending into higher planes um, where there are more peaceful environments, okay? This place is called the garden. This place that we are transcending into, it's called the garden, okay? And you all are leading us. You all are gatekeepers is what I'm getting. Gatekeepers of the garden, guardians of the garden. I'm getting a very heavy energy of nature. Like you all will have a huge connection to nature. If you don't already, you are going to be compelled to do more in nature. As I'm saying that, there's like a vortex of energy spiraling from my palms. You all touch trees, touch the ground, meditate with your palms face down in the grass. Do a lot of grounding work and connecting to nature. It feels like this is going to help you develop these natural abilities that you all have. Okay, let's move forward. We're going to do a sacred self-care. What sacred self-care would you like Cancer to do today, Spirit? Massage. Massage. Look, okay, and then in this massage card, it's pressure points that they're pointing out in the back of your neck, the bottoms of your feet, the sides, and the palms of your hands. I just said I feel a vortex of energy coming from the palm of my hands. Some of you all have Reiki abilities. You all are energy healers. So this is not necessarily that you need a massage, but it feels like a lot of you will have the gift of healing in your hands. And this is not just for people. This is for plants. This is for anything alive, anything sentient. Work on your abilities to heal with your hands is what I'm getting with this. I don't even want to read the passage because I feel like this is about you focusing on your energy centers. I'm going to read this, y'all. But the major message here is that a lot of you all's gifting is in your hands and your ability to touch. You all can manipulate energy, move energy with your hands. The mantra of this card says, I am fully relaxed and feel peaceful in my body. Bodies love to be touched. Massages are a vital part of self-care because most people live with some amount of discomfort. Sometimes specific places in our bodies scream out for attention through pain, while others make more subtle requests through stiffness and limited mobility. Before you start a massage, scan your body from head to toe. Feel into the areas where you're holding tension. Set the intention of releasing your physical and emotional discomfort during the massage. If it's within your budget, book a massage with a professional as a royal treat for yourself. Alternatively, create a relaxing space at home with subtle lighting, aromatherapy candles, and by setting an intention. Massage your feet and hands, exploring reflexology techniques or your own intuitive movements. You can also ask a loved one if they'd like to exchange massages with you. Remain mindful, though, throughout the process and see what comes up for you on a physical, emotional, and spiritual level as you give and receive the gift of touch. Journal prompt: what part of your body needs a massage? And a further journal prompt: I want to advise you all that as you all massage yourself or scan your body, take note of how you're feeling and what downloads you're getting spiritually. Okay. Okay. So let's do your advice. Advice, please, for Cancer. I'm feeling heavy again. My breathing again is becoming labored. The Son of Swords. Again, I'm getting this message with the Son of Swords and the Two of Wands to not hesitate when it comes time for you to make your decision, just like with the Two of Swords and the Ace of Wands. So the Two of Wands is making decisions. Son of Swords is taking quick action. Don't fall into illusion. Don't convince yourself that what you are experiencing is something other than what you are experiencing. While it may be unclear and, like I said, not logical, it is real. And so you have to trust it. Okay? So when the time comes, step out of illusion. Stop trying to convince yourself that what is happening has a logical explanation. It does not. Okay? And you have to actively choose the road less traveled, the spiritual road, the road that makes sense to no one. Because that's where you will gain your completion. That's where you will receive your gifts. That's where you will contribute to the well-being of the planet, of the collective. Okay? That's when you will help the divine feminine and source energy bring balance back into this world. This world is out of control. It's crazy. All you have to do is look around. This is not how it was meant to be. And you are playing a huge part, Cancer, in bringing this timeline, this planet back into alignment, back into balance. Okay? So let's get your postcard from Spirit. Let's hear it. And it says, Dearest you, if you allow your awareness to settle in, you will hear us whispering sweetness and encouragement to you. You will know the truth of things that cannot be discerned through the material world. You are the receiver for this kind of essential knowing, and the receiver for this kind of essential knowing is your intuition, which is not your sixth sense, but your first, the primary navigational system of your soul. You are entering into the age of consciousness. It's time to accept that the paranormal is normal, that human beings are multisensory, multidimensional beings. Spirit infuses all things, and your soul's job is to discover those essential truths here on earth, where we all agree to play. Today, trust your spidey senses. Read between the lines. Tune into the stories behind the stories, and your world will show you miracles. Fear not, for we are right here, and Spirit loves you. Trust the invisible. So if this card ain't the confirmation that you needed to confirm, like I have said earlier in this reading, don't lean too much on logic. Don't try to make sense of what's happening to you now and what's going to continue to happen to you, Cancer. You are growing into a spiritual powerhouse. Okay? You're going to have gifts beyond your imagination. Some of you all are already starting to realize them. Some of you all have already tapped in. Some of you all are already energy healers, already Reiki practitioners, heavy in the yoga. Some of you already deal a lot with energy, whether it's conscious or not. Breath work is what I just heard. Get into breath work as well. This is why they keep manipulating my breath. They need you all to be aware of your breathing. When it slows, allow it. This is spirit about to communicate with you. Don't fight it. Don't resist. Okay. Well, that's all I have for you all. I know this is kind of heavy. I know it's kind of a lot to take in. If you are still here, I appreciate you all for being open and listening to this message. Drop some hearts in the comments to let me know that you made it this far. And, you know, just don't be afraid. It's a beautiful journey if you allow it. And we are magical, powerful beings beyond what we have been taught. Okay? We got to release the fear. We got to release the indoctrination to tap in to our true magic and our true power. So hopefully you all can do that. If you all are having any struggles or anything like that, of course, you can email me at savvysentient@gmail.com if you have questions. I also do spiritual guidance counseling. There are sessions on my website as well, savvysentient.com. But if you just need to talk or want to share an experience or something like that, you can definitely email me. But yeah, let me go ahead and get up out of here. Wishing you all love and light. Now go get right, y'all. And I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.